What's up, guys? Hello and welcome to another vlog from Chicago. As you saw in the previous vlog, I was completely jet lagged and I walked around the downtown area of Chicago, so that's done. I found out a few other spots that I could check out. So today is probably the last day I'm spending in Chicago before heading back to my own apartment in Indiana. So it's raining outside and I'm waiting for my dryer cycle to complete. Once that is done, I'll put on my raincoat and head on out to start exploring. So let's get started. Finally, the rain slowed down a bit. It hasn't completely stopped, so I'm still wearing my rain jacket, but it's like nice and cool, so it's possible to wear a rain jacket because this has like no holes in it, so there's no air ventilation of any kind. So if this was hot or humid, I'd start melting, but for now it's very comfortable. So the first place that I want to visit is a Bahá'í temple that's close to here. Last time I was in one was a Lotus Temple in New Delhi, so I just wanted to check out how it looks like here and how things work out here. Looks like I'm way outside the typical touristy circuit. This is quite far away from the downtown Chicago area. This is Evanston, so there's barely anyone here and I can take as many selfies as I feel like. No people photobombing. I love how these houses have like a triangular roof or a rooftop and then like big lush green front yards. Probably they have backyards too, so it looks like it has been recently mowed, so well leveled. Maintenance wise, I guess it's quite a bit of work, but it's nice to have so much lush greenery around you so you can enjoy some fresh air in the evening. Wow, this is so cool. Must be a nice place for kayaking on a nice weather, or you can even try it on a rainy day like I'm doing. On that side it looks like a marina. I can see some flag masts of the boats, but not the boats directly from here. But I think I'm already at the temple. I can see lovely architecture. So I was inside at the welcome center, met the staff. She's an old lady, a grandma with 6 grandkids, and we were chatting for almost an hour. She told me a whole bunch about there's the Lotus Temple in India, the other Bahá'í Houses of Worship around the world, and this place as well. So she said this is the mother temple of the West. And she was very glad that I came all the way over here to check it out. So the architecture is really cool, and normally in Bahá'í temples, just like any other temple, videography and photography inside is not allowed, but at least check it out from the outside, the beautiful architecture. No, I absolutely love the architecture. On the inside it's really beautiful and very peaceful with all these fountains, and there's like a lot of positive energy here. You've got to come here and check this out. This is in Evanston in Linden Station. If you take the purple line, that's the last stop of the purple line, and then you walk like 7 minutes to get here. definitely worth like a short visit, but definitely worth a visit. So the next stop of the day is to go to the other side of the Purple Line, and we're gonna hit the zoo, which I hear the Lincoln Zoo here is free, open all year round, and I'm hoping because it rained there would be much fewer people, although it could also mean all the animals went into shelter, but we'll see. So for now, headed to the zoo next. So that behind me is a part of the DePaul University. So before heading to the zoo, because it started raining again and now I'm starting to be a bit hungry, going to a local family-owned place that seems to sell the Chicago deep dish pizza. Want to have that before I miss out on the chance. And anyways, it's raining and things inside the zoo are likely gonna be expensive. Might as well spend here and have a nice sit-down meal first. Fall colors starting to appear already. It's really nice. I guess it's fall is right around the corner, maybe just a week away or so. So that's pretty cool. As this tree is about to turn colors as well, the fall colors. I really love those. I wonder where I can go check those out when I'm in the US. That was a really nice and filling one. I went with the personal pizza that's smaller in size to serve only one person, so it came directly in a plate. But if you order the bigger one that serves 2 people or more, then it comes in the cast iron pan, the typical Chicago deep dish pizza. It was a nice experience. I went with the cheese and tomato version. Not a big fan of pepperoni and sausages and stuff, but it was nice, and it came with a side of soup because it was lunch hour, and then paired with iced tea. So all good, gonna be full for a while because it's loaded with cheese. And now I'm starting to move towards the zoo so I can walk around easily. I have ample food in the belly, so that should be good. I think somewhere after there in that green area should be the zoo, or at least the park leading to the zoo. I can smell the animal kind of scent in the air. A statue of William Shakespeare. Shakespeare seems to have a lot of influence in this area. There's a whole bunch of Shakespeare named restaurants, and even in the theater there are some of his plays. Statue here. If anybody knows about Shakespeare's correlation to Chicago in general, do comment down below. Now I'm really curious about his significant presence in this area. Canadian geese as the welcome wagon. Why are they so quiet out here? Usually they make a whole bunch of noise. So quiet. Maybe there is a pond close by, so they're out here grazing, and then they'll go. Oh, there's a fountain. Oh, this is a nice park. Maybe the zoo is somewhere behind, but at least this park is cool. So let's check out the park and the fountain. Maybe there is also some pond somewhere, which is house of these Canadian geese. This is a very lush and very big park. That greenhouse there is the Lincoln Park of Conservatory, so probably they have some plants indoors. maybe if I have time I'll check it on the way out, but for now I'm curious to check out this park, and then I think the zoo is right behind, so we're almost there, approaching the zoo now. People have converted this into a wishing fountain. I've seen some pennies on the floor, so I guess they made a wish and then tossed a few pennies. I don't know why people do this. This is not a revered fountain, it's just a fountain in the middle of a garden. But anyways, people's choices. Oh, there, that's the entrance to the zoo. Oh, this plant is super cool. It's like frosted plant, but this is just its natural color. There is no ice yet. It looks pretty nice. Stands out from the rest. There is a seal pool. I just missed one, but I think you can go on the inside and see the pool. There it is. I don't know if you see it, but the black one is swimming there. That's the only one that comes this side. Seal picking up the floaties, bringing back to the zookeeper. Tried to capture one, but they swim so fast and the water is slightly murky when you see it from the below deck and like the tank side. But anyways, I saw some glimpse. This is the enclosure for the African lion. Probably they went inside their den by now. That was an epic experience. I've never been this close to an African lion pack. There was a lion, lionesses and cubs all together, and they were sitting very close to this glass partition because of the rain, so they're in the shade. That's a really cool experience. Fair bit of warning ahead of time. I'm now going inside the reptile house, so if you're scared of reptiles, skip ahead to the next part. That would be some cute furry friends again, but reptiles first. This one was a crazy experience too. I've never seen a gorilla so close, and the one just parked right next to the glass again, so I got a really close cut with the gorilla. That's crazy. One of them was just like stirring the pot just for the heck of it. It's an epic experience. amazing. This place is so massive. It's free entrance, and most of the zoos normally bore me like crazy, but this is keeping me entertained. Like the child inside me is having a lot of fun. So I have one last stop to go, the Penguin Cove and the Arctic tundra. Maybe I can see some polar bear, but I don't know if they have gone into hiding or not. But whatever animals I was able to spot here, it's been a fun ride. So definitely recommend if you have the chance to just drop by. I think I spent almost 3 hours and I'm near about done. I thought I was only missing the penguins and the polar bear. Apparently I missed out on the bird section altogether. So it's like small chunk, but I still missed out on this segment. This is the Arctic tundra. So no penguins or polar bears, but I got a surprise to see the giraffe enclosure. That was really cool. I was really hoping to see some giraffe. Normally in a safari you get to feed them as well, but here you just see them from a distance. It was really cool to see two giraffes like crisscrossing over each other and eating across from each other. That was like a really fun experience. And then meerkats and a couple of fishes and stuff. But anyways, I think I'm done here. Enough for the kid in me. Now we're gonna go to the last stop for the day before it gets dark, the Linden Avenue. I hear that's mini India or little India of Chicago, so just curious to see what else we find there. Finally made it to Devon Avenue. It was a very long journey. I decided to take the bus instead of the train, and there was like a lot of chaos and traffic and stuff. The bus arrived very late, and then the one that arrived was completely full, so I had to wait for the next one, and then finally got here. So almost lost like an hour and a half kind of to get here. But luckily there is still some daylight left, so I should be able to capture it. So it should be somewhere here on the Devon Avenue. After like kilometer and a half or so, I should start seeing some Indian and like Southeast Asian kind of shops. Let's see. This street is so cool. Look at all the trees joining at the top, making like a tunnel to walk through. Like it's such a nice feeling. But it's a bit dark as well because of such tree cover. Should be nice in the summer when you need some shade. Well, that was an epic biryani. That was the first restaurant I saw that said like $5.99 for the biryani plus taxes. I thought in the photos it looked small, so I could just sit down, have a snack and like do a restaurant hopping all around. But boy was I wrong, that portion was huge. I'm already full. Maybe can grab like a small snack afterwards, but just gonna finish walking around soon because it's almost 6:30 and at any time it can get completely pitch black, so we need to start heading back as well. That was super tempting. They had all the dessert that I just had while leaving India. Rasmalai, gulab jamun, laddus and stuff. But I just had a massive food coma again, so need to walk it off first before I can come back. This place pretty much does resemble like India. It's like a street market, has a lot of ethnic stores, religious stores, bunch of eateries, grocery stores, anything and everything you can think about, you'll find it here. It's amazing how they managed to put everything in one place. Guess I'll walk around a little bit more and then maybe 5-10 minutes and then we wrap up. Look what I found in this South Asian, more or less Indian grocery store. I found kulfi. This is mango flavor shahi kulfi, so it's extra frozen right now. I can feel it is rock solid, so I'm gonna walk around a bit with this and then eat it along the way. But this is really cool. This is light but like Indian ice cream, not the ice cream. This is kulfi. That was nice. I happened to stumble upon a Ganesha temple in today's Ganesh Chaturthi, a very auspicious day, so it was a good time to be here and take the blessing, so that's pretty cool. Alright then, I'm gonna enjoy my mango kulfi in peace. This is it for this vlog. I hope you enjoyed this vlog of some offbeat locations, exploration in Chicago. And with this I'll end this vlog, and in another one I'll be off to another adventure in a few days. So I'll see you then. This is the Rustic Wanderer signing off. See you again the next time.